day, mates. I'm Taylor and this is my mate Scotty.
Good day.
And today we're going to teach you 2 different ways to do vermicomposting in your home.
Alright guys, so we got 2 different style bins here. The first I'm going to show you, this is our biggest style bin if your family's producing a lot of waste.
And your smaller bin if you have a smaller family.
Alright guys, first off I'm going to show you how to make these big bins. So you're going to need a few materials before you start. First off you're going to need is a power drill. You're going to need some nice strong tape like duct tape works. You're going to need some scissors. And you're going to need some wheat cloth. Now this wheat cloth can be found at Home Depot or Lowe's or any hardware store. So what else you're going to need is 2 bins. Now these ones are 18 gallons. You can go as small as 14 gallons though, that's fine. Alright, so to start building the bins, you're going to take the lid off and you're going to drill holes with the power drill right along the top in a nice square, just like that. You're also going to drill some holes right on the sides, right there. Now these holes are going to allow air to go in for the worms because they need a lot of air to decompose our food. Alright, you're going to take your power drill then. I'm going to drill some holes on the bottom. Now these holes on the bottom are going to allow excess water to drain through into this bottom bin. Alright, so after you drill these holes, you're going to take your wheat cloth and you're going to line every single hole you put on each of these bins. This is going to keep all your buggies and other nasty critters out that can make your worms sick. Alright, in this bottom bin you're going to want a plastic sub or some water bottles or something just so you can hold the top one up. Alright, now these bottom ones are really easy to make. Just drill some holes right on the bottom, right there. Just allow more air to come through. Alright, so you're going to take your plastic and you're going to put it right at the bottom of the bottom bin. You're going to take your top bin, put it on top, put your lid on, and you're good to compost. Taylor's going to show you how to make the smaller ones.
Alright mates, so this version is much like Scotty's except there's no bottom bin. You're going to use a tray to collect all your excess moisture. Now, with this bottom bin, you're going to drill holes along the top, just like you did with Scotty's, and all along the sides and the bottom. And much like Scotty's, once again, you're going to line it with wheat cloth so no bugs get in and no worms get out. Now you're going to set that right on top of your tray, and you're good to go.
Alright guys, now in order to compost, you're going to need some worms. And we recommend the red wigglers they look like right here. These worms are the best at vermicomposting and breaking down our food. So you're going to want to start with about 500 worms, which is about ½ a pound.
And then, once you have your worms, you want to make them some bedding. Now what worms love the most is shredded up newspaper. You can dump that right into your bin, but you have to get it moist. So you can get a nice little spray bottle, spray it up, make it about as damp as a moist, wet sponge. Alright, so then once you make your bedding, you can add your worms in, and you're going to bury them underneath all this newspaper. But then what are we going to feed our worms?
Alright mate, I got my lunch here. Can you help me decide what we can compost? Got my nice Barbie lunch pail.
Your Bobby lunch pail?
You know Taylor, shrimp on the Barbie.
Alright mate, now what do you have in there?
Alright, quite a few things. Had a nice big lunch. So, how about this banana? Can we put this in there?
Yes, the worms love fruit.
Alright, fruit. So speaking of fruit, how about my apple core here?
Of course.
Apple core goes in. How about my eggshells?
Yes.
I like the eggshells. What about my old napkin?
That works.
Right inside. How about my sandwich?
Is there meat on it?
Yeah, it's got ham.
No way, no ham.
No ham for the worms. Right, what about my granola bar?
Not in that wrapper.
No wrappers. Alright, what about tea bags or coffee grounds?
Yes, the worms love coffee grounds especially.
Alright, how about water bottles?
No plastic.
No plastic for the wormies. How about my paper bag here?
Yes, but make sure you shred it up just like you did with the newspaper.
Put that in there. How about my old salad?
Yep, that works.
Alright, put the salad right in there.
Alright, so now that you've fed your worms, you want to monitor the bin every few days. If there's not enough food, make sure you have enough food in there, and you want to bury it underneath all the newspaper right with your worms. Also, you want to make sure that your bin remains nice and moist for your worms.
Alright guys, so you're going to let them sit for about 6 to 10 weeks before they can turn that whole bin into compost. We want to show you a bin that we've had going for about 8 weeks now. Really cool how much progress these worms have made. So you can see all that brown in there is nice soil that they've made as compost. And this compost is great for your gardens or whatever you need it for. The plants will absolutely love it.
Alright, now that's it. Thanks mates for watching, and we hope that you choose to vermicompost at home and save the environment.
Thanks mates.